Hello and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM. And in this one, we're going to cover bulletins in Workbooks. So sharing information, hopefully for you all, is really important across your organization. And Workbooks CRM provides a built-in, what we call a bulletin feature that makes it really simple to keep your team updated. This feature gives Workbooks administrators easy ways of creating and distributing internal announcements. And you can use it to inform staff of any company policy, product information, workflow changes that impacts their work or their job. And bulletins appear right in the Workbooks CRM system for every user to see. And they're going to allow business owners, leadership to easily align the organization to process updates, events, reminders, and there's a whole load of other examples we could give you. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot, joined by my colleague Stuart Lawrenson-Hind, and our company Wizard Systems. We're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of solution systems like Workbooks, and we help out organizations use simple, affordable solutions to improve their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks for joining us today on this little mini training session, one of our regular series of events focusing on different topics on Workbooks. And say on this one, we're going to cover bulletins. Now, the audio part of this call is one way only. Your microphone is on mute. If you've got any questions about this feature, then please pop those into the question box on your meeting control panel. We'll do our best to answer those at the end. Well, just before I hand over to my colleague Stuart, just want to review the benefits of the bulletins feature. And as I say, really easy way of rapidly communicating operational changes or announcements to your key users, well, all users, keeping staff in the loop with any company news, milestones, things like that. It could reduce, you might be using internal emails now for doing this sort of thing, but it could reduce those emails by centralizing information in Workbooks and giving the information to people that need to know. And hopefully it will encourage the correct specific actions related to any of those policies or procedures. So without further ado, let me hand over to my colleague Stuart and we'll take us through a few examples of how it's used.
Thank you, Tim. So as mentioned, Workbooks has this feature that can send bulletins and messages that show up when a user logs into the CRM. Hopefully, we all know about the notification feature within Workbooks that pops up an item that you're assigned to or you're watching and that it has an update. If you're logged into Workbooks, you'll see a pop-up appear in the lower left corner. And if you're not logged into Workbooks, you'll receive an email. Either way, Workbooks CRM let you know that a record has a change on it. So what about more general things? What about wanting to let your sales team know about a product that's going to be promoted? Or let your team know a timetable for an upcoming event? Or it could be that an important customer or board member will be in the building on a particular day, on your letting your staff know that onesies are a definite no-no for that day. Most companies would normally send this item via email, so why do it through Workbooks? Well, it's easy for an email to get missed, especially first thing in the morning when there's a lot to catch up on and go through. When you do this through Workbooks, it's the first thing users see when they log in, and they'll see it each day until its end date. So on screen, I've got an example of a welcome message that Workbooks added in the run-up to Christmas. It told all users about the opening hours of their support during that period. So how do we do this? Let's start by opening a landing page. So we click on Start and all the way down to the quotation marks, and this takes us to the Bulletins page. And there are two types of notifications available: bulletins and welcome messages. So what's the difference? Well, a bulletin can be targeted to specific user groups. A welcome message is a general message that's sent to everyone or just members of the sysadmin group. If we use the 3 reasons I mentioned earlier, you'd use a bulletin to update your sales team about the product and your team about the meeting, but you send a welcome message to let everyone know about the VIP's meeting coming up. So let's have a look at how we set these up. I'll start with a welcome message. So we click on your welcome message, and it's really simple. There are not too many options to go through. I will just quickly highlight what they are. So title, I will call this one obviously VIP visiting site. Everyone will get this message. I'm going to have it run from now, and it's going to notify to the morning of their visit. And I'll say that there's no point seeing this message after 9 o'clock because they'll be here. And now I can click into the body of the message, and you'll notice that there is a toolbar here where you can add your particular fonts and pictures if required. You can add tables in here if you want. You can get quite clever when you go on to put this information in. So I'm going to just quickly add some text. We can see, just quickly add some really simple text, and that's it. I click on save. And this message won't go live until I click on activate. And that message is now ready. And if I click into the welcome messages, you can see it's here, it's current, it's published, and it's due to go live now. And the easiest way to see this would be if I log out. Let's give this a moment. And I log back in. Waiting for me when I log back in will be my welcome message. I can click on close, I can read it, I can click on close, and I can carry on with my day. And the same principle goes for bulletins. The only difference will be, of course, that you can send it to specific groups, and you can send different bulletins to specific groups and at different times. And this one's lovely and easy, and that's bulletins and welcome messages in Workbooks.
Thanks very much, Stuart. So as you can see, really easy, very simple. Give it a go if you haven't done that already. A quick mention about Wizard Systems before we dive into see if there's any questions that you've got around this feature. So Wizard Systems, we're a leading independent CRM solutions provider, majoring on workbooks and other leading CRM solutions. We're a multi-product company, and we've been doing this a long time, and we provide anything, any kind of service around workbooks that you need, provisioning the product, implementing it, customizing it to requirements, integrating it with other applications, providing training for you and your staff, your place, our place online, and all the ongoing help desk support as well. So if you're not already working with us and you're using workbooks or interested in a new CRM tool, give us a call. So any questions then? Let me just see if we've got any questions, Stuart. So first one from Steph. We've been using this feature for a bit now, and a colleague gets a notification email, but I don't. Why is that?
Right. Okay. That's in your preferences. By default, everybody sees the pop-up messages in Workbooks. But if you go into your preferences, you have the option to decide if you receive a pop-up and an email or just the pop-ups. So yeah, pop into your preferences and you can turn that option back on to receive emails as well.
Okay, so hopefully that answers that. Next question from Ben. Do you need to be logged into Workbooks to see these?
No, actually, that probably follows on with the last message. So by default, the messages are designed to see inside Workbooks, that first thing you see when you pop into the CRM. But if your preferences are turned on, you will also receive an email regarding that message.
Okay. Third question from Caroline. Is it available to create for everyone or just the systems admin?
Like a lot of features within workbooks, it's down to the capabilities. If you've got the capabilities to create bulletins and welcome messages, you'll see the options for new when you click on the button for the bulletins landing page.
Yeah, I suppose every company's going to be different there as regards who would create these messages, and it might depend on the size of your implementation as well. If you're a small team, you probably wouldn't use it. Just one or two users probably wouldn't use it anyway, but certainly relevant for larger teams. Right, don't think there's any more questions, Stuart, coming through. So thanks to three of you for those. Right, just before you go, just to keep you in the loop with Workbooks news, we've got 7.2 coming out very shortly. We think it's going to be this weekend. It's going to be rolled out this weekend. Of course, it's all going to be automatically done for you. And highlights of this 7.2 release, well, the modern theme, as it's called, is being switched off eventually. And there's some changes to opportunity records and the Kanban view for opportunities as well. In fact, we did a demo of that recently. Hopefully you saw that on one of our Hangout 101 sessions. There's some additions to Springboard using the Springboard feature, including the ability to add any view to your Springboard. There's snapshot reporting and fast import and a whole load more. We will give you more information on our website and our blog later, our Wizard Systems blog. You can subscribe to that and get automated news. And of course, we will feature it in future 101 sessions. We are running another admin or advanced workbooks training course in a couple of weeks' time. Let us know if you're interested in attending that at our Bristol training center. If you want to come off site, away from any distractions, and take a deeper dive into some of the really clever stuff of workbooks, then give us a call. So that's it. We're done on this one. Bulletins. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you soon on the next event, hopefully next week. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.